All right, we're going to tie what is one of my favorite midge patterns to tie. Super simple. It's basically just thread on a hook. So we're going to tie, it's called the Yong. And this fly...
Cheech, I don't think we can say that.
You can't say what?
The name of the fly.
We can't say the name of the fly? Today we are going to tie a... Spencer, I don't care what you call it. You can call it a UFO, a bling midge, or it's just a midge made out of thread. But we have a really cool new product to tie them with. It's made from silk, from Semperfli. Watch the video to check it out. Freaking Spencer.
Yeah, that's a big brown throw. Yeah.
All right, this fly, as you can see, has been around in circles for a long, long time. Some people tie it with Coates & Clark sewing thread. Some people tie it with just thick fly tying thread. And when we got this stuff in, I thought it was a perfect fit for this. So this is the stuff we're talking about. It's the pure silk from Semperfli. I'm going to tie this one in a cream, but this is the brown version. I'd highly recommend getting both. All right, so I'm going to show you how to tie this fly just the simplest way possible. You can change out materials all you want. But before we get started, I'm going to show you the easiest way to put a small glass bead on a small hook. So this hook is the Fully Mill Grab Gape Heavy. It's the 5027 new hook from them. This is a size 20. And I really, really like the shape of this one. So what I'm going to do, well, first of all, typically your beads come in a package like this. So the first thing I like to do is just open them up and put them down on the desk without spilling a million of them everywhere. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're just going to moisten your finger and you're going to press down into that, and you're going to get 3 or 4 of those on your finger. Then just rotate your vise upside down and use your finger to guide one of those little beads onto your hook. So that works with metal beads as well. It just doesn't quite stick to your finger quite as well as a glass bead. But now we're ready to tie. Okay, we've got this chalked up in the vise. Now this one's one you can't just start wrapping thread any which way. There's kind of a sequence here. So this thread is pretty thick. I think it's got like 2 to 3 strands. I think 2 at least. And it does unwind a little bit, but off the spool it comes pretty corded up. And so what I'm going to do is start right in the middle of the fly with it corded up, and I'm going to make 4 wraps forward roughly. I'm not going to let go of this tag end. What I'm going to do from here is unwind it until I separate the fibers, and I can wind it back on top of itself. So now it's wrapping a little bit smoother. Now when I get to the back of this, I'm not going to trim it yet. I'm going to use this to help taper the fly some more. So when I get to the back here, I'm going to do 2 more wraps on top of that. Now I'll trim. And now I'll do 2 to 3 more wraps down here. So what that did is it built just a tiny bit of taper on this fly, just by doing the thread wraps like this. From here, I like to put my finger on the thread so it doesn't move anywhere. I don't lose any of that taper. And I'm going to twist my thread clockwise. Spence, what if we have people that only have digital watches? They don't know what clockwise is.
So that'd be bad.
Okay, just spin it so it gets real spinny. Okay, so once I have it corded up, I'm going to use that to wrap it on top of the thread I've already wrapped down. And what it should do is create a little bit of a rib. Kind of opened up there on me, so I'm going to redo that. You can see how easy that is. So once I get all the way to the head, I'm going to unwind that. That's probably the easiest way to do this, because I like to just whip finish it off right here. And if you do that when it's all corded up, you'll break your thread quite a bit. And it's just a real loose whip finish. Okay. So that gets cut off, and now we will attach some of our thread on this. I want to finish this off with fly tying thread because I want to make just like a little dark head on it. And also I kind of skimmed over this, but this bead is really, really cool. So it's a clear bead with a copper inner flash in it. A copper core. So that's a super, super cool bead. But I'm just going to make a little dark spot here just by attaching this. This is 18-aught thread. Not nano silk. Just plain old fly tying thread from Semperfli. Just get it colored up a little bit, and then just a quick whip finish. Throw a little head cement on there if you want. But this in multiple colors, but especially in this cream and the brown. Where's the brown? This color right here. Absolutely deadly flies for midging, whether it be in the winter, spring, summer, fall, all the seasons that the fish eat midges. So check it out.